Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out Madris by developer Sugar Pill Studios. This is a very innovative and unique take on something like a Tetris game. It's a little bit tricky to explain, but I think I'll take a quick stab at it and pardon if I fail miserably. So you take a premise like something like Tetris where you've got falling blocks that you need to arrange into some sort of a well to try and create lines. In this case, we're not trying to create lines, we're trying to meet the needs of characters, and all of our blocks are actually rooms in a schematic drawing. So you'll have a character, for example, a chef drop down in one of these rooms, and through a series of hallways or other rooms that connect to each other through doorways, you actually have to lead the chef from wherever it started over to that kitchen or whatever the need happens to be for that particular AI. So it's a very strange but unique take on a puzzle game. I really like what I've seen of it so far, and I think the best way to really demonstrate this one is I'll just jump into my game and we'll start from the beginning and I'll try and go over these concepts little by little. So I'll go to new game. I actually have a prior loaded game. I played about 20 minutes or so of this one, and it will find my prior save and we'll just launch back into things from there. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of different challenges in this sort of single-player campaign mode, or you can choose to just play like an arcade mode where there's not really constraints to what you're supposed to do. As you play more and more of these levels, it unlocks more and more. As you can see, I've got the whole left row unlocked, and I've only beaten 4 of the levels, so it gives you some options about what you want to do with yourself. So we're going to start at the very first one. The goal is just to clear 5 layouts, and this is basically just the tutorial level, which I think in this particular case, we need to do. Alright, so we're going to press down to speed falling rooms and sims. Pressing down is just going to allow that bedroom to reach its goal more quickly. Press up to align doors by rotating rooms. In this case, you'll see that character wants purple, purple being a living room, and that makes him happy. Press left and right to place rooms within the reach of sims they need. You notice a dude over on the left there wants to pee. So we're going to slide this up against the hallway. The door opens, and that character can successfully transition over. So that's 3 out of the 5, or we can connect rooms to help sims get where they're going. So in this case, we want to connect this dude on the bottom who wants to go to the kitchen and is represented by that orange and now that hallway connects that to make that happen. Now each type of unit actually has a bit of a different preference or a higher chance of certain preferences, and in this case I think all I need to do is actually just line this up. Character wants to go to the garage, so we're just going to put a room here that'll let him do that. And as you go, you'll actually unlock new challenges and new characters that you can choose to bring along for the challenge based on what makes sense at that time. So there we go, we've unlocked the student. I actually had the student already unlocked, but that's fine. And then we'll go on to level 2, the charm, where we need to clear 3 layouts, and I've got a baker, a student, and a clown so far unlocked. It would have taken you like 3 or so missions to get to these guys, really no big deal. And it breaks down what their needs are going to be. So for the student, very simple, 50-50 between bathrooms and going to go get food, I guess, are really the only needs there. The baker's got a much more complex grouping of needs made up of all of them, and the clown seems to really like the garage for some reason. That's kind of creepy, I suppose. So we only need to select one sim. I'm going to go for the easy one here, because that's what I would have had unlocked anyway. And all we need to do right now is just clear 3 layouts, and all that means is arrange stuff however I want until some characters start to fall down. This guy right here wants to get to a living room, but we don't have any living rooms just yet, so I'm just going to attach this via a hallway. And you'll see the door opens up with light coming through it once you've actually made a meaningful connection. This is kind of irrelevant, doesn't really matter where that goes, half connected, and this right here is what we're after. So if I were to just add this to any part of that hallway, you'll see the connection is made, the door opens, and the light turns on, and there we go. That erases all of the adjacent rooms that were on each other. These two don't really matter. I'm just going to kind of put those off into nowhere land. And we have one meaningful exit from this living room. That's all we really need. But this could be a bit of a problem because I can't connect this bathroom via that door. So all I guess I can really do here is hope that I can maybe make this connection happen in another way. Well, that would be a way that we could do that. It's almost like the game read my mind. There we go. So the hallways you can actually grab by any corner or any side as long as the doors are completely taken up with a wall. Like, you can't put them halfway on the end of one of the hallways or anything like that. That simply won't do. Alright, so there we go. We're going to leave myself with the most possible opening there for door frames to connect. Another freaking garage. You know, there's that thing with Tetris, right, where, like, you worry about getting you leave yourself this space where you look for the single straight line, and then you just don't get one for a very long time, and it's a bit of a problem, and then you have like the stack going way too high. In this case, that's also a very real worry, because, oh, I just missed the door there. That's quite embarrassing. Okay, so now that character is just kind of trapped there. He's just gonna be there for the rest of his life, unfortunately. All we can really do is just keep connecting rooms and hoping that one point here we're going to find a way to connect a new character to a new room. But yeah, that's not going to happen via this particular situation, as it turns out. But this is a really cool concept. I don't know why no one's ever thought of something like this before. And like I said, when I try to explain it, it seems like it's endlessly complex, but it's really not a very complex concept. It just involves a little bit of nuance that is just perhaps a bit difficult to explain quickly. Once you see it in action, I think this starts to become very clear. And I probably didn't even need to say it, but if you're wondering how do you lose, well, you just stack up blocks until they take up the entire screen. And I'm doing my best job of just being terrible right now. I'm not even beginning to try to actually do anything meaningful. I'm just waiting for another character, because at the moment, I don't have one, and all I'm getting is empty rooms. Since this is a challenge mode, though, like, that just happens sometimes, and I guess it's kind of unavoidable. If you're playing the actual proper mode, though, I think you'll run into this sort of situation a lot less, because the proper normal arcade mode, you just kind of go nuts. Whenever you find stuff that makes sense, you just go for it and try to win. Let's attach 2 bathrooms to each other. Okay, this is, like, ridiculous how many blocks I've gotten with no characters in them. Has the game just decided, since there's one character, that I'm just never going to get another one? Maybe this is a tutorialization thing, and I've just kind of screwed my own chances. Yeah, I think that's all it is. It's not giving me a second dude. Alright, let's just scrap that. End level. We don't need to do that one again anyway. You pretty much saw what was there for us. Let's try the single-family home. This is a round that I haven't actually finished yet. And I don't know... Okay, I guess we could just get away with just using the student again in this particular case. No reason to overcomplicate things. And we need to clear 3 bathrooms. So let's set down something with a little bit of enough room here for a possible hallway, if we want to put an adjacent hallway. And I hope you guys can all pardon how awful that gameplay was just a moment ago. Like I said, I wasn't actually trying to do anything but just make something happen so I could proceed forward. So we're going to need some bathrooms. There's no bathrooms to be had just yet. Let's set down this one in the bottom left. I guess we're back into garage mode. That's okay. We'll make the best. Bathrooms are pretty tiny. And this guy, we can actually connect this right up here. Why didn't that work? Oh, because that character wants a living room, not a bathroom. Okay, so I need to get a scenario that fulfills his character's needs and also is adjacent to a bathroom. So this whole chunk of 5 rooms is going to be gone because of that. And since there was a bathroom attached to it, I was successful in that particular situation. Now let's throw down a hallway here. This should connect both of those. And we need to still find some more characters, though, because right now they're a little bit too few for me to do much of anything. Yet another garage. Well, we'll put this down on the bottom, because whatever. Alright, this guy actually would work just fine. We'll attach this right there, and he'll go through, grab that bathroom, and that whole chunk is gone. So now I just need to do that one more time, and we're good to go. I kind of wish there was a mode that would, like, vary up the objectives. Maybe there are actually objectives like that as you get further in and by, you know, unlocking more and more levels. But my experience thus far has been, it's like, here's one thing you can do it a whole bunch of times. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually drop this guy over here, despite the fact that I could fulfill his need to go to the kitchen right now. And then we're just going to hope that we get another kitchen and we'll attach it later on. Or we could actually do this, and that would be a much better idea. There we go. So he can go to the kitchen, and then all of the purples and yellow and orange, they'll all be cleared at the same time. And there we go. He unlocked a dresser. I'm not entirely sure what the dresser's about. I guess maybe there's some cosmetic stuff that happens too. I haven't actually figured that all out. Do we want to do one more? We could do sleep in, rest sim, and we need to get 2 sims to rest in bedrooms twice. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. Some of these I gotta actually figure out, like, how to fulfill the conditions. Clear 5 layouts without any bedrooms. Oh, okay, so you've got to avoid a certain tile in that particular case. Why don't we go back and I'll actually just have a look at the arcade mode very briefly. And you can see what the metrics are here for success. Oh, there's actually other characters involved with this mode. As you can see, firefighters, quarterbacks, and soldiers are all on this one. So we've got a soldier in a living room, and he wants to get to a kitchen. This is like a whole story involved just by meeting up with this one fellow here. So we'll drop that there. We want to make as many connections as we can right off the bat. We'll just make like a whole bathroom stall area on the left side of the screen, since those will leave the doors open for me. And then we'll connect this via this. And if we can, maybe we'll get lucky. We'll have a whole bunch of characters that we can fulfill their needs at once. Since that's actually looking fairly likely to happen, since we've got multiple characters that all want to go to the same place at the same time. So if we could just get a single kitchen, then both of those will go through, and you actually get a reward based on how many feet that they walk through to get to whatever room. Oh my god, another dude that wants to go to the kitchen. Everybody's hungry. That's okay. Well, we could work on combos then. And get him to... That's a pretty awkward way to sort that, I suppose. We'll just pop this on... No, we won't pop that on top, because I want that space for other stuff. I guess we'll pop it down here, where it really wouldn't have been much good anyway. And we'll just connect this via that. This doorway will not work being halfway butted up against that particular spot. Let's attach this here. That way we can clear this all out later. If we do ever get the block that we're looking for, being the kitchen, it seems really surprisingly unlikely for some reason all of a sudden. Ah, there's one. There's one. And we can actually just drop this, well, really anywhere. It doesn't matter. Any of these adjacent spots will do. We'll put it here and we'll clear out this entire section of the board. Let's see if... Will they all go?
Yeah.
Oh, they won't all go. Were they not connected? I thought everybody that wanted to go to the kitchen would go at the same time. Well, that was just ridiculous. I'm not sure what I'm trying to do with that. So we've actually got multiple more characters that need to all be fulfilled with this kitchen. And it's looking like it's going to take... Oh, well, I guess it's not going to take a while for that to all happen. Unfortunately, though, I've built myself into a situation where the only solution is to get a hallway and drop it down that center point. Well, maybe this guy will work. Nope. Actually, all of these doors don't line up. So close yet so far, huh? So I've actually just created a even worse situation. Well, don't expect stellar gameplay from me in this particular spot. I'm just doing this to give you an example of what you might expect if you ever go to play some Madris, which I do recommend that you do. I think this is actually a really cool concept. I think you'll get some play out of it. The only thing that I would say as a real thing that kind of bugged me a little bit is, and don't get me wrong, I think it's cool for a bit, but the music kind of grinds on me after a while. I kind of wish that it didn't keep going over and over with the same beat. Yeah, I've just screwed this whole level. That's okay. I think we're about to bring this episode to an end anyway. Hopefully you get the idea of what to expect from Madris. And we've lost the level. Very nice. Perfect timing. So thank you as always for everybody being here and watching. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to leave a like on the video. It definitely helps me out a whole bunch. And if you want to go play this game for yourself, there will be a link to it right in the description. It's totally free to play. No purchasing of any kind. It's just a free game. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you have a particularly good run, or if you clear out the whole single-player mode or something like that, let me know how your experience was. That's always good info for other people that are stopping by and might catch the video. You know, the endorsements always help. And that's going to be about it for today. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Make sure you come back again tomorrow. New episodes of Indie Impressions go up every single day. So I look forward to bringing you another one tomorrow, and I hope you have a fantastic night. Talk to you all later.